do?
No. Hey everyone, welcome to the 9th episode of the Frostwalkers podcast, blah-de-blah-de-blah. With us today
Wow,
is...
you sound so excited.
Oh, I'm rushing through the semantics because I am excited.
Okay.
Today with us we have Shay as Rowan, Artie as Leona, Rev as Andrei is back, and Livy as Sari. And in the last episode, Sari, Rowan, and Rue, a Goliath paladin, took down an Annis hag, the second of the coven, who had been infiltrating the town with some doppelgangers and actually hid as Andrei with a polymorph spell during the events of Caelim's birthday party. It has been a few weeks. In that time, Zagreus has returned from his little traversing deal. Leona has been able to go back to her normal life. Andrei has been found again after they realized she was a polymorphed hag for a hot minute. But with Zagreus back in power and with Nath, who decided to stay with Zag, the two were able to sort out that issue very quick, along with all the other people in town who had been presumed missing. An Annis hag may be clever, but they aren't good at hiding. Especially with dumb doppelgangers like your buddy Jay, who now just sort of lives in the castle, kind of like that one basement dwelling stoner.
He's just a chill dude.
He's just a chill dude.
I love Jay.
Yeah, I don't know how Leona feels about the fact that she shows up in the castle one day and Jay's just still there, just chilling.
But does Hopebringer still glow when he's
Absolutely
around?
not. Nope.
All right, then he's safe.
He's neutral. He's gone to neutral. He doesn't give a shit.
Because she 100%
just a guy now.
Came back when no one was there, took out Hopebringer, and if it had glowed, he would be dead. She was like, all right, you're safe this time, and just walks away.
Nah, he's just a guy now.
For now.
Yeah, you're safe until this glows.
Sorry. You're still got your tarot card, buddy.
Do I still have... Okay, this is an important question. Do I still have the hat?
You absolutely still have the hat. Nothing has caused damage to the hat at this point. Andrei, you don't remember much. Like, you remember you helped the Meanlocks, you helped win the fight, and then after you guys won the fight, you just remember someone bonking you on the head, then you woke up in a cave.
Oh, joy.
And I think, cut to a few days later, Zagreus and Nath show up and are just like, oh, hey. And you also realized you were with, like, Tatiana and Basil, other peeps. But, yeah, it's been some time. Things have chilled. And part of that chill comes with the fact that the winter cold is finally done. With 2 members of the Coven defeated, there's, like, it's sort of presumed that the day's been won. There's been very little activity for the last couple weeks, and just in time, because it's the spring festival.
Yay!
Yes.
That was like the saddest yay, I'm sorry.
So the Winterfest is did I call it Winterfest? The Spring Festival is a event in Timshul that started early on. I think y'all would know this just from the mandatory speech Caelim has to make every spring festival. They're like the first furbolgs who started to inhabit the town, would do a ceremony to welcome in the animals of spring and say goodbye to the more winter-based creatures, which slowly turned into wearing animal-themed costumes and having a big old party in town square.
I mean, why
Just to clear things up, these are not furry costumes. They are animal-based, traditional.
Yeah, like masquerade costumes.
They are meant to be like dresses and tuxes. Like
putting that out there because I feel I have to.
They're formal
You
attire,
don't know
but
all
they're
of Timshul.
That is true. There might be the one dude.
Like
almost
like a full furry.
Just the one guy.
There's just one dude who just really likes displacer beasts, and you're kind of worried about him.
Oof.
Mephis
is not meant to be mean against furries. You're valid. Just
valid. Just No one in
Easy-
Timshul has the resources
Easy to make
food.
fun of.
Also, I will throw this
Ooh,
out there.
mean.
I will throw this out there. Your male buddy Mephis is dressed up as a hedgehog.
Mm,
I've been holding on to that for weeks. You have no idea.
Good.
I think I have some idea.
Good.
From her creation, I've been holding on to that joke. Okay.
B, why? Why are you like
Because
this?
it's funny. All right. So let me get the skinny from y'all. What have you been doing in the last few weeks? Things have chilled out, and you've kind of just had some time to yourselves. And what's that costume? I'll start with Leona because you probably had the least time to prepare your costume and everything because you were training up the guard. So we're probably going to do a one-on-one to get more info out of that. But in brief, how was that like?
How was the entire time that I have just been informed I had like that one?
Yeah.
Real difficult. This guard is pathetic, and as soon as Zag came back, I think he was probably very friendly, but still seriously punched in the face
Fair.
for just letting this happen and
All
for
right.
collecting garbage.
I just imagine like he comes back. Oh, hey Leona, how's it been? That's for not training your guards better.
Yeah, and then she's like,
Oh,
"See,
hi, how was your break?
if you knew what you were doing, you would have dodged that." And then she just sort of throws up her hands and walks away.
Oh
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a one-on-one to catch up on that because I want more of it, and I think it'd be very fun. There's
She
like a
just
lot.
dies
Huh?
of exasperation.
Yeah, but you've had some downtime to form a costume. Maybe if you have a friend you want to go with to the party, that's also a thing. Just
Well,
yeah.
I feel like wasn't last we left off, Shira also moved into the
Oh yeah, Shira's living with you. Mm-hmm.
sad little above bar apartment
Yep.
where every morning Shira wakes up, comes downstairs, and sees Leona bench pressing the drunk people who are still there,
Yep.
hanging out. Well, with Shira's money, I think there is a good costume in the works.
That's true.
Ooh.
Shira made herself a pretty big raven costume. And if anyone were to ask, her responses would be, well, as an Aetheril, I have some ties to the Raven Queen, Goddess of Death, blah, blah, blah. But more importantly, it matches my aesthetic.
Oh, so she actually gets a black costume, even though the other ones are white. Perfect. Yes, Leona 100% puts her in charge of it and just says, make me something cool or else I'll beat you up. And I think Shira ends up going with the jaguar look. Big, angry, black cat.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah, you two are just probably... I think all colors are accepted because any animal, white's just kind of a common trend because winter animals are pretty popular and in season. But yeah, I think you two just step into the party with like matching black outfits and it's pretty tight.
I do love snow leopards and the spots and the freckles, but just picture them. Just picture them as a raven and a jaguar. I think that settled it.
All right. We'll hop into the party in a moment, but I just got to know everyone else's costumes. Sari, what have you been doing in your little reprieve after killing that hag? And how's been the party life? What you're dressing up as?
I'd say Sari's kind of like, chilled a bit. She's maybe made some cookies or something because she's like, it's a party. Am I supposed to do anything? I don't go to parties. Should I bring cookies? Yes. But she's not the best baker. She tried her best and made about what's a really large amount? Maybe 5 dozen cookies.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because she doesn't know what sleep is.
What kind of cookies are they? And are they like flower shaped or like animal shaped or?
Well, like those Pinterest fails where it's like make a flower cookie. It's like the sad version.
Oh no!
She doesn't use chocolate chip cookies because she likes chocolate chip cookies.
That's fair. And what animal is she dressing up as?
She's dressing up as her personal favorite animal. I thought about making I'm kind of torn between a bunny rabbit or a unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
But because of Sari, I like stuttered on that. Jeez. Because of Sari, I'm going with unicorn.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Please,
Is it like
please.
pure white radiant, or is it like rainbows and like ticker tape and just the tackiest looking?
Got to be glitter on that thing. You know
Oh,
it.
100%.
Glitter glue.
So much glitter.
Well,
She's
there's
like, when she walks, it just rains glitter.
Oh, there's defo glitter, my friends. But like, there's, like a kind of tutu, and it's pastel-y.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
She's got, like the headband with the ears and the horn.
She's
like
so
stereotypical little girl, but like, it's her.
She's so cute.
Happy. Oh, I love that. I just now have this image of Leona and Shira walking into this party with these really cool matching outfits, and then Sari just running up to them like, guys! And
so cute.
Okay, her shoes look like little hoops, but they also have unicorn ears on them.
Oh my god.
Unicorn slippers, but with also the face and the hooves.
See, the thing
wearing
that's so
tiny
funny
unicorns
about
on her feet
is that like I had always imagined these costumes to be very kind of like like traditional, like
aesthetic, all that jazz.
Even kind
ball.
Yeah, masquerade ball, or even kind of like tribal like animal costumes, and this just sounds like a shitty Halloween costume. It's beautiful.
Well, it's Sari. This is her first spring festival.
That's true.
And she
animal
onesies. She didn't know there was a dress code. She's gonna show up to that party and be like,
no, I didn't even mean because of dress code. I just meant because of like the entire like fantasy aesthetic and like time period we live in.
There's probably a few lazy assholes who came in onesies. Artie's got a point.
Oh my god, what is the fucking outfit canon of this universe?
Okay, so someone came as an elephant though, right?
Oh yeah,
with the trunk taped to their face and everything.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, before we
God.
start screaming about this too long, Andrei, you've had a couple weeks to recover from your time in a cave, and you've also gotten some time to make a costume. Tell us a bit about that.
I honestly, at this point, she's just been really confused about things and just trying to put together the pieces of what happened while she was gone. And as for what she's dressed as, she is in a white fox costume, like a snowy fox.
Neat.
So yeah.
Okay. I think Andrei's costume is probably, like, in terms of aesthetic, probably very similar to the most common outfits,
Yeah, she
probably a bit more Leona and a bit less Sari.
Got the memo.
Yeah, like except for the fact that it's not black. I would agree with that.
Did she? So Andrei made this herself?
Yeah.
Neat. So she kind of like good at that?
Yeah. She would rather die than admit it, but she actually really enjoys sewing.
That's awesome. All right.
Oh, that's cute.
Moving on to our last party goer. Rowan, you had some time to chill. What's your costume?
Rowan did say that her favorite animal was a mouse. So I think that she has like this cute, fluffy little like mouse cape with ears and a tail. That's just kind of like a cape or a poncho that she puts over her like normal clothes, which
like
are probably like a cloak with a little mouth, like a fluffy cloak, a little fluffy brown cloak with mouse ears and a tail that just goes over her like normal clothes. And
that's cute.
I think like Sari, she's probably also made some snacks or something just to be nice. I think Rowan likes cooking.
Okay. Are they snacks for everyone, or is it like for my friends?
I think
You share it
everybody.
with the whole
I think
class.
yeah. Okay, Rowan is a halfling, and halfling eat like ungodly amounts of food. So for her, this is probably like, oh, this is enough for like maybe like 5 people, but actually it's enough for like like 50.
Yeah, she just shows up to all her friends, just like, look, guys, I made us some lunch, and they're just staring at like what should be like what could be probably enough to feed like a whole town. She's like, yes, it's lunch.
Maybe not a whole town, but like a good big party.
Yeah, she's got like one of those like push carts just full of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of food.
All right. You all kind of meet up in the center of town just through congregating and stuff like that. And you see Rowan with his army of food, with his mountain of food. Sari with her half-baked cookie plan. Yeah, you guys just sort of have a minute. So whatever you guys want to do at this party, let me know.
Have we seen each other since whatever happened last?
That depends. I'm gonna say that time is completely up for you to fill. If you want to hang out with, you can. But if you've had other stuff going on, like I think Leona may have had some stuff with like the guard, and then dealing with Shira. So maybe it's been a minute for Leona, but I don't know. It's up to you.
I feel like Andrei at least has talked to them for a few minutes just to, get filled in on everything that's going on. But I don't think any extensive conversation has happened.
All right.
So
yeah, this is probably like for most of you the first time y'all really met up as like a crew for a little bit, and you guys are just in these wildly different animal costumes. But
I have a question.
Sure.
Besides, well, more of a question directed at Andrei here. Besides like the mean lock den thing, have like Sari and Andrei like hung out, known each other at all? Because if they knew each other, because you said she got knocked out during the hag thing in the mean lock den, yeah?
No, she made it through the mean lock den. She helped the town fight with the gnome, but you were gone for that. And then sometime after, she went kind of off the grid into that cave.
Oh, okay. Because I just figured we met a hag in the mean luck den, and
no.
That makes sense. It tracks with my mental process.
Yeah, you haven't hung out the most. You kind of been like on ships passing in the night. Like whenever Andrei was doing one thing, Sari was pulled to do the other. But
I was just wondering if like Sari would go up to her and be like, "Hey, good friend," or if she'd be like, "Hello, stranger."
Right. It's probably closer to acquaintance. You did fight alongside each other though once.
Yeah, like they're not strangers, but they just don't know each other very well.
All right. That answers that question.
Yeah. So you guys have a little bit. So just you guys are in the center of town. You have this little party going on.
There's Coco.
Yes. Where are the pets?
Yeah. If Coco was left with Rowan, Coco was left with Rowan. So I think that Rowan's probably made Coco like a little costume too. Like even though Coco is like already an animal, she probably
did she make it like a dog?
Yes, 100%. Coco is dressed up as a dog.
A big dog.
Yeah.
That is the cutest thing ever.
What about Sari? Did you dress up Floofers?
Floofers has a matching outfit pretty much.
Dress Floofers as Coco. Make Floofers guard Drake.
Floofers is dressed as Coco, and Coco is dressed as Floofers.
Yes!
Perfect. Animals.
Rowan and Sari coordinated this for weeks.
It took a lot of sewing and measuring.
Oh.
Because Coco kept growing.
Maybe they went to Andrei because they kind of needed help. Because Andrei,
why we wouldn't? I don't think we know that Andrei likes.
True, unless Andrei like offered seeing Sari and Rowan try.
Here's how I imagine this playing out. I imagine that like Andrei like was going to like ask questions and stuff, and then she came upon them like struggling to make this costume, and then she just watches them for a solid 5 seconds before going, "Do you guys need help?"
Yes, thank you. Please.
I've stabbed myself in the finger a couple times. Yeah, please.
Sari just holds out her arm and there's a ton of pins just stuck in there.
No!
You just see the shadow of your tarot
How did
card
that
friend.
happen?
Sorry,
I don't know. He kept moving.
Sorry,
Hold on, I'll heal you.
Sorry, you just see the shadow of your tarot card friend along the wall, just like rubbing his temples with 2 fingers.
I apologize, but like, it's like acupuncture.
No, it's not. You need to know specific places. You need to know the right places to put them. Sorry, just hold still. I'll get those out of your arm.
Oh god, that's amazing. That's amazing.
First costume idea was a porcupine, and she got about 1 arm in, and then stopped.
She saw Memphis's hedgehog and it was just like, I could do better.
Oh my god.
God almighty.
This is where the male person finds their idea for the hedgehog costume. She just
Absolutely
happened to walk by as they're pulling needles out of Sari's arm.
It's just like, I can make a costume out of it.
She's like, oh, genius.
That's so dark.
Well,
Think
soon,
of that.
gotta go fast.
Think of that, a super fast blue hedgehog. I wonder if we're going to be copyright strike.
Nope.
All right. So that
Quick
happened.
blue.
So
There we go.
yeah.
Not fast.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think maybe that is how Sari and Andrei talked a bit more and maybe caught up. Because this is a big town-wide event, you do see all your friends. You got Plank dressed up as an elf because he's already a bird. So he's got like the little ears.
Is he dressed as Calum?
I'm just gonna yes.
Oh.
Speaking of Calum, you see him kind of walking through the center of town. He's in a bit of a snowy owl getup. He's got like a little snowy owl mask. He's got like white feather costume. Very cute. It's a bit more on the costume side than the tux formal wear side, but it still looks like masquerade, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a well-made costume, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not like it's not a fursuit. All right.
No, I was asking like how he's a prince, so like how fancy is his costume?
Oh, probably very. I mean, Rose probably did it for him, even though he didn't want her to.
Mm.
She's a very good seamstress.
Yeah,
Aww.
he was just like, Rose, let me help. No.
She's like, you can hold the pins and put your finger here. Yes, don't move. Stop moving.
Aw,
Stop moving.
that's so cute.
So, yeah, you guys are all just chilling at this party. Leona, one of the people you met from your time as a royal guard, is there. You probably had to go visit his little cottage for this. Zacharias told you to meet up with one of the cadets that was kind of on the strange side, named Mason. What you learned very quickly was that he's got a bad case of Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong to him specifically. And so you see him come in with like what you best guess is some sort of bird, but like the wings are backwards and and like the first thing he says is, I think I hot glued the beak to my chin.
Oh no.
Oh no. As a person who's hot glued things to their hands. No.
How does hot glue exist in this universe? It's
You
like
get glue and you cast fire spells on. That's how.
I was like,
She's just like, who let you near anything not room temperature? And immediately looks for bubble wrap. Just like starts walking around looking for things.
Bubble wrap doesn't exist!
How do you
We
know?
have fantasy TV. Bubble wrap can exist.
It could be made of something else. It could be made of seaweed. We don't know. We just don't. But she's looking for it now.
Do you want to roll perception?
Why not?
Go for it.
Oh no. Is this worth using luck on?
What is it?
It's not good. Hold on.
It's not good. I mean,
that's a 9.
That tracks. This is a roll for Mason, so Macy's law has kicked in. I think you do find a thing of bubble wrap. You wrap it around like his chin.
But it's seaweed.
But as soon as you do, you just hear pop, 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 pop. It all just pops at once. And then there's just like a little smell that comes from it. And he's just like, oh no. And just whatever was in this bubble wrap was not good to inhale.
Oh my god.
He's just fucking laid out on the floor now.
No!
But you just hear him slowly just go, I'm okay.
Just rub my temples. She's just like looking at him. I'm like, what are we going to do with you? Oh, I don't think you're going to die, but you're going to want to.
Zagreus kind of meanders to the scene, just looks at you and just goes, so he tried to make his own costume?
Well, he did, but he also did it wrong and hurt himself. And have you had any leads on the remove curse person at all?
Oh, we've tried. We brought an alien to his house for an hour. He left running.
And crying, I assume.
And on
crying
fire.
As well. That tracks. That 100% tracks.
Did you end up on fire first time?
Not me. His house. That's how we started. Saw him from real far away. I thought to myself, how bad could it be? And then I looked over and saw fire, a lot of fire. And it's really impressive because it was raining. So this is a process. We're going to get there. This is a challenge. I'm taking it personally.
Zagreus is just like, good luck.
Leona just starts singing the song from Wicked. The popular song. She's like, you're my project now.
Instead of popular, it's survivable.
Yeah.
You will survive.
He gets up and just goes like, I'm gonna go get some punch and and he just slowly walks off, and there's this moment where you're just like waiting for it.
And for the sound of shattering.
Yeah, just something. And just Caleb walks in like, hey guys, what's up? And at that exact moment, a fucking like arrow just nips Caleb in the tail. He just screams, flies up in the air, and just looses in a random spell, just force of energy, which hits the punch bowl he was about to grab, and the punch just spills on Mason's face.
There it is.
That's an elaborate. Who shot the arrow? What was happening?
You just see a drunk Talia 10 feet away.
I'm gonna go walk over and take her bow. Just preemptively. Just taking it.
Shira's just like, are we in a cartoon?
You think if I punch her hard enough, she'll see little birds? Or is that just Plink?
Maybe she'll just see little Plink.
You want to find out?
Let's give it a shot. She's drunk.
She's gonna smack her. She fired an arrow into a crowd. I think I get one smack in.
That's true. You smack her out of roll because she's drunk and cannot evade. She just goes, why are there so many of Plink?
Mystery solved. We are.
Sherlock Holmes,
I can't.
your heart out. So, yeah.
I feel like we just carry chaos with us everywhere we go.
We do.
Caleb's just like, now that that's dealt with, as he just kind of plucks the arrow out of the hair in his tail. So it's not like the main part, it's just like right in the, Anyway, he's just like, I made cookies, and he hands out a plate of cookies.
What do the cookies look like?
Cookies.
Sari brought 5 dozen cookies. Did she put them on a table, or did she just hand each of her 5 friends one dozen cookies?
I think like town hall has like little tables set up and everything. So there's like, you guys probably found like one of those standing tables they put outside during the fancy parties. Like those.
So the fancy ones?
I don't know. Just like those round tables that just sort of stand and there aren't meant to be chairs for them. They're more just like as you're standing around and talking, you put your stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those. So there's one, and like it's big enough that all the trays of food are there. It's just like, oh, I see everyone else has made cookies. Still, I'm just gonna add them to the community pot, and yeah. And he just sort of lays them on the table, just like, so if anyone wants them, go for it. I'm not. I won't judge. Looks like Rowan made some pretty good snacks too, and Sari looks like she made snacks.
Does anyone have detect poison?
I can promise you they were not intentionally poisoned.
Yeah, it's the intentionally I'm worried about.
I think that Rowan feels kind of bad for him. So, because she sees, like, she can hear it in his voice, like, oh, no one's gonna want to eat my cookies, and she's like, oh, this like cute little boy made cookies. I'm gonna take one to make him happy.
Alright, eat a cookie.
Yeah, I take a bite of a
roll
cookie.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
I tried to warn you.
Oh no!
Well, it was nice knowing you. I'm excited to see the new character you roll.
That's a 10.
You throw up.
Oh no! Oh no!
Straight up. Just in out.
Oh my god, Caleb! What did you do? What did you put in these cookies?
Chocolate, dough. There was something that Rose puts in the chicken that tastes pretty good. So I decided to give that a shot.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm trying. The recipe called to add additional flavoring here. So I looked for additional flavoring.
I'm gonna go sit down for a minute.
You poor sweet boy.
Rowan's just sitting in the corner, just like,
Flink walks over, grabs one, just glugs it down, looks over, just looks at Rowan, just like confused. And just
It is fine to Plink.
Yeah, Plink just grabs the tray and just kind of like,
yeah, have them, eat them all.
You're lost. We will survive because of your sacrifice.
You just hear Flink go, cheesecake, and just throw the cookie back.
Flink, no, those are cookies. Say cookies.
Cookie.
Good. Now you make
He just claps his little feathers. Just.
Oh.
He's learned a new word.
Yay.
Cute.
Precious.
Teach him the more accurate word, poison.
Poison.
There you go. You're on your way, little buddy.
Good.
I have a horrible feeling that Mason is going to find those cookies.
Oh, she's gonna warn him. No, as soon as Rowan vomited, she was like, "Oh, weak constitution." Has a thought and then goes and finds a sticky note, writes, "Mason, do not eat these," and sticks them on the tray.
Okay, I'll remember this. So the party goes on. You see familiar faces: Nathan Zagger in outfits, Vi the librarian. Lothor does not have the ability to wear a costume, but he has kept the ghost party hat.
Hooray.
We're like fearful gears.
True.
Oh.
I think that. Oh my gosh, he has 2 party hats, but he drew like little lines on them to make them have the illusion of like the second triangle for ears.
Oh.
He's just like, it's the best I got on short notice. He then goes, but I did do something pretty neat. Check it out. Bring it in, boys. And just 4 ghosts appear. And how do I describe a ghost quartet?
A ghost what?
There's just 4
yes!
one with a trombone, one with like a drum, one with a guitar, and one with a
yes!
trumpet. They're just jamming out.
Oh my god, yes.
I love this so much.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
Here,
they got
corpse bride.
little bowler hats. It's cute.
Oh, I love it.
Aww. So wait,
One
is
of
it a
them is-
ghost mariachi band or is it a ghost barbershop quartet?
Closer to barbershop quartet, it's like trombone, like more jazzy.
So it's a
And
ghost
one of them-
jazz quartet.
Yes,
I
and one of
love
them
it.
is Peter. One of them is Peter. Your
Aw.
literal friend.
Hey, Peter.
He waves at you as he just keeps playing that saxophone.
Nice.
Smooth jazz.
Jazz.
I
So
want to call Coco over and point at Lothor and just be like, "Go hang out with him. He could use it."
Coco nods, kind of skips over and looks, hello, little one. And just like tries to give it pats, but his hand goes through.
Oh no.
But Coco acts as though he's getting patted because he could see that
Coco's
they're trying.
smart.
Yeah, Coco is smarter than like Caleb and like everyone.
So, we know Coco is top tier smart of this group.
Coco is the brain, and the body works through Coco. So yeah, you guys are just having a cute time. There's some other musical performances. Of course, Shira has a set, but we'll get to that part towards the end. That's like end of the night affair. About the midpoint, though, you hear of a group of a bardic guild that's performing. You have a half-elf man with a bit of a steampunky right leg. Besides that, looks pretty normal. Dark-skinned gal on more drums. The half-elf is on a violin. Red-haired girl and a bit more of a get-up as well. But they advertise a new performer. And there's, sure enough, with a hat to rival Sari's in terms of brashness, on a sitar, a halfling performing in town square.
Oh my god! Is this my brother?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I'm going to like I don't care that I just threw up. I'm gonna like heal my
gone to her brain.
I'm gonna heal myself and run over to him and be like, "Oh my god, how did you get here?"
He's like in the middle of a set, so he sees you, he smiles, but just kind of gives a look of like, come back in like 10 minutes.
But I haven't seen you in like 3 years.
Still playing the sitar, he nods slowly, then like eyes the thing that says like intermission in 5. He's just like, and like the reason he's giving you the stank eye is because at that exact moment, the other 3 bards go silent and it's a solo. He's just like, you see?
Oh, sorry.
So he has a little bit of himself. Rowan, you could, I think as you're hanging out at that exact moment, everything's chill. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh god, it all went
No!
No, why?
You hear a rumbling from like the leftmost part of town.
Oh
Just
no.
a rumbling.
Sorry, looks at her stomach.
It's just
She thinks it's her stomach.
it's probably Rowan's, to be honest. No, I think Rowan thinks like she's so happy. She's just like, it's just Delilah turning over in her sleep. Fine.
At that point, Mason just runs over to where Leona is panting. This is like, so I took a walk, yeah?
Oh no.
What did you do?
Oh fuck.
What did you summon?
Took a walk, and then I saw some snow, and I was like, yeah, let me lay down on this particular patch of snow. It was fluffy. I was like, wow, that's real fluffy for snow. Almost as if it was fur. And then it got up and was real mad at me.
Oh, well, you came and you told me, and that's the first step, so good job. Did you lead it right back here?
I ran really hard.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is
I'm gonna just pat him on the shoulder and be like, go find a safe place and stay there.
He nods and then takes 2 steps behind you and goes, "This is safe."
No, I'm not going to argue with you.
That's cute.
Caleb's just like, "Wait, big fluffy white fur snow? What? What?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it looked like a big. I mean, like big, maybe a bear. Not too big to be a bear."
He did make the party more interesting, and then she just pulls out her blades in preparation. It's just like, all right, it's not
Caleb's
a party
like-
till we stab something.
Caleb just goes, fuck me. It's a Yeti.
Caleb language!
Just a Yeti. Just sort of kicks in like a little fence and just starts just running into town. Caleb looks to Mason and just goes, "How the fuck?"
Caleb language.
He looks over. "I've worked for weeks to get ready for today, Rowan."
I mean, yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't pissed. Just found my brother after like 3 years. We never get a break, do we? We never get a break.
The Yeti just looks over at everything, just kind of gives like a just primal roar, not even aware of what's really going on, just loud, and it just like grabs a chair and just yeets it.
Yeah, alright, come on, guys.
You can't say it's not on brand.
Caleb's just like, he's like, hey, I'll take Yeti over anything else we've done the last couple weeks. I love the image of just like this group just being so fucking like tired of this shit.
We're just done.
Yeah, I guess this is right.
I don't know, Leona's excited for this. I think you guys are very upset at no cookies, and she's like, finally a party. This is great.
Yeah, it's a white Yeti. It's got like 2 horns. They're kind of bluish skin. Big, almost gorilla looking. Big boy.
Does it look really, is it like super fluffy?
It's just fluffy enough.
If anyone forgot their costume, we're gonna do this, and then we can make them one. They can be a Yeti. Perfect.
Good, but Sari wants to hug it.
All
Sorry, no! Sorry, no!
Where's your calm animal when you need it?
But
So,
it's so fluffy.
here's the deal.
You're gonna die!
Here's the deal.
It will be worth it.
Oh
Your
my
your pets are on your initiative counts. Give me them roll.
Not trust the naughty dice this time.
Oh no.
I'm just rolling 10s. I got a 10.
Alrighty.
I dare you to roll again and see what you get. 'Cause now I have to.
Yeah, just for shits.
I rolled again and got a 1.
Womp womp.
That's what you get for denying the mediary powers of 10.
17.
Ooh, nice job. Sorry. All right.
It's because she wants to hug. The hug gives you the bonus.
Leona.
Also 17.
Oh shit. All right. Andrei.
Oh wait, hang on. I have a +4 to initiative.
Oh,
It's your dex. It's your roll plus your dex.
I didn't add.
Wait.
I never add my initiative bonus. Not even when I'm like rolling for NPCs. I'm like,
That's an 11.
Okay, I'm really scared now. If a 10 was throwing up, what would have happened if I had rolled a 1? Would I have actually had to like make a new character?
probably not.
Maybe.
It just would- My plan was if you rolled low, you threw up.
Oh, okay, cool.
well, I mean,
failures aren't always.
Okay, cool.
It
I was just hoping, like, would you kill me if I got a...
Thank you
I'm
for
eating
reminding
a
me that
cookie.
Plink is in the scene.
Plink is
So,
in
Andrei.
Plink's there.
Yes. So, Andrei.
Huh?
Your roll.
Oh, it's 11, sorry.
Okay. And sorry, with that +4, that makes it 21?
21, yep.
Okay, you're first.
Yay! Sari's going to hug.
Roll strength.
Okay. No. No. No, no. No.
Oh, sounds great.
That's a 2.
Oh no!
Let me contest that. Yeah. You run up to it, you're just like, friend! And it just sort of shakes you. Like, you jump, you kind of tackle hug the leg, and it just shoots out the leg in a violent motion, and you just go tumbling. No
I
damage,
think she
just...
goes like, maybe she goes flying.
Yeah, no damage, you just end up, like, where you were after your run, prone. You just sort of...
Sorry, I told you that was what was going to happen.
That was fun. Let me do it again. Let me do it again.
Oh my god!
Again.
Just no, stop.
But it was fun.
Next up in the order is... I'm rolling percentage for this boy. Not even a roll, because I know. Alright. That's below any number I had thrown in my head. So, boy panics, grabs a fork and throws it at the Yeti. As you'd imagine, he misses. The fork just flies off, and you see Mephis's hedgehog costume just hey, and you just hear the sound of deflation. And the spikes are significantly less spiked. All right, Leona's turn.
Copyright.
Stab.
All right, go for it.
We had both blades out already, just waiting, like, oh, what have you brought me this time?
Oh,
and then the Yeti shows up, and she's like, oh, all right, this is nice. That's a nat 20 on the first.
Holy shit, okay.
And
nice.
So the nat 20 was Hopebringer. So,
awesome.
Which is like, what, a 26 to attack?
It's the Yeti, so yes. It's just a dude. It's just a guy, and he works Sitgo. No.
Actually, it's a 28 to attack. And then the other one was 17 to
both hit. Yeah,
nice.
Both hit. For sure.
I'm going to stab him.
Stab him very good.
Stab. I would disarm him too, but he doesn't have that. Doesn't have anything to disarm.
Nope.
He has arms.
I mean, I could de-arm him if you really wanted. All right, hold on. 6. How much adding? 21.
Of damage?
Yes.
21?
Yes.
Okay. Damn. He's bleeding already. Yeah.
Good
bad.
job, Leona.
Roll investigation, if you may, which I will allow to just offer you as a monster hunter by trade. So roll investigation to see if you could pick up anything, because it's putting down some vibes, and I want to see if you can pick up what he's putting down.
18, 19, 20, 22.
Oh yeah, the number to beat 13. So you kind of have been noticing this, but it's not been so like up front that you want to say anything up till now. When you saw it charge in, it was very like it seemed natural. But then in that moment where it just stood there, then let out the roar, then grabbed the chair, something about it was so jerky and unnatural. The way an RC car might move when it's getting new remote control input. As opposed to like the way a creature would move naturally. It's like, and even when it was like trying to block this attack, it was just standing there, then just like arms up, then it got stabbed, and then it reeled back a little bit, then just moved right. It seems way too robotic. And it's not like it is a mechanical thing. Just from putting your sword through, you could tell it was flesh and blood. But just something about it seems like it's just not acting right, or of its own accord.
Oh, it did bleed, so it's not like it is dead and being puppeteered.
No, it's alive. It's alive and being puppeteered. You rolled a 21, like above a 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I can tell you this without fear. It is absolutely being puppeteered by something, and like you could tell just the moments right before it's doing something. There's like a split second of like almost like receiving the order, carrying out the order, and you think if you got a minute, or if this thing falls dead, or if you get a minute your next round, you could probably trace where that's coming. Or you could tell someone and they can do that on you.
Yeah, as soon as she realizes that, she puts sort of like both swords like at ease, not down, but sort of points them down. It's like, oh, that's not fair. And then turns to whoever has magic who's closest. And I was like, can you detect magic or whatever? There's something wrong here. It is
Okay.
not quite right.
The next person with magic in the initiative count would be Rowan, but I don't know if they have that. So I'm going to give it to Plink, who I wouldn't have much else to do. So he's going to roll Arcana. Oh my god, Plink, my boy. He just puts his little feather like in some makeshift ink and then writes out, I sense it to you, then follows it up with, follow me, and kind of gives the look to everyone and shows the sign that says "Follow me," and just starts trying to like run off. Because Plink can actually make Plink rolled a natural 20. I think this is important to note. Plink can tell you exactly where it is because he used the spell to locate where the magic is coming from. So he's just fucking booking it bird style.
Okay, like flying.
No,
penguin.
Yeah. The next person in the turn order is Andrei. So you can do with this information what you like.
Well, I mean, he said to follow him, didn't he?
Yeah.
You
can do that, and like as you're running because he's running towards the Yeti. I think this is important. You guys were like some way back, but he's like trying to get around him to go to where he was.
So I'm gonna follow, but I'm also gonna stab.
Just like as you're running, stab. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Because you're within 5 feet of Plink, by chasing up with him, you get your sneak attack bonus. So.
Heck yes.
And also, I'm assuming you're using Fearbringer?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that is... I rolled an 18.
It hits.
Okay.
No questions asked.
Great. Hold on a second. That will be, oh shoot. What do I roll for Fearbringer's damage again?
I think it's just an additional D.
Okay. 1.
I think. It's been a while since I've had to use Fearbringer.
Yeah,
so.
Sorry.
If it's something else, then I'll make an addendum next time.
Alright, so with the sneak attack, that's a 3 and a 4, so that's plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
12? 12, yeah, 12.
12 is good. Alright, yeah, that stab, you got him, because this thing is already not looking great, not gonna lie to you. Shit. Yeah, it's really not looking great. That stab was enough to kind of like bring it to its knees, and Leona, Sari, and Rowan recognize a familiar black ooze coming from it.
Oh shit.
Yuck.
And again, about this whole robotic motion, it gets on one knee, then jerkingly gets on the other, and just is shaking. The way something would if it's like overheating almost. So that's Andrei's movement. Rowan,
that's not normal.
Yeah, it's just like shaking like mad with that stab.
No!
But it's also because it's on its knees, is probably not in a position to strike right now.
Okay, so
And also Leona and Sari because you already took your turns. I'm assuming you guys are making movement with Link and Andrei, keeping up.
Forgot about Coco.
Still on the floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Coco too. I'm sorry.
No, she's sorry.
I mean, this thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you, this thing is under 20 HP already.
Can Coco hit it just for funsies?
Sure, go for it. While you do that, while Rowan does her thing, sorry, I'm assuming you just get on Floofers, just like, hi ho, Floofers, away! Make chase.
Yes, she does that.
Alright, with the hat and everything, it's almost Indiana Jones-esque.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm... The thing is that I think that Rowan definitely recognizes this, like, black ooze, and is like, do I even have to roll for this? Like, I think Rowan just...
the Frost Wolf was such a big moment for Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan just sees this ooze and is like, this has to do with the hags. The last hag is up to this. This is, yep. That's it. But
again, it is not in a position to fight.
Yeah, I think she's conflicted because on the one hand, maybe I should roll for this. Whether she thinks that this is the hag, or if she thinks that
it's
a
like one of
hag
the
is
machinations. I mean,
or if a hag is like controlling it.
All I'll say is Plink keeps showing you the sign of follow me, follow me, follow me, as you're like deliberating.
Okay, so I think that. Okay, so I think that she knows that it's not the hag. So in that case, I think that she feels bad for it and is like, this is just like a poor animal that's been turned into this monster. So I have 2 spells that I could use. I have one called Animal Friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could also just use Calm Emotions again, but I would want everyone like out of this vicinity.
Okay. I think because everyone else is booking it with Plink, you can maybe like stay behind a few paces and do this.
Yeah, so which one would like...
Whichever you choose.
I'm just wondering which would be better.
I can work with both, just whichever you choose.
Okay, I'm gonna look up Animal Friendship real fast, because does that just mean that like an animal becomes calm, or is that like charm person for animals and he's gonna be my friend now?
I'm not sure.
Monstrosity. Like he's an animal.
Yeah, I don't think it counts as like a beast. It is definitely more like an evolution.
I see. In that case,
I think Calm Emotions your better bet. Also,
then yeah.
I do not think Coco gets back tactics. Sorry.
All right, then just 10.
Okay, Coco probably just made like a running nip and just kept going. Didn't do anything but like a nip of solidarity, you know? Just like
Coco have hit it, but with like the dog head part of the costume, so just sort of sadly bounced off.
It bounced off, but it was like it got the point across. Coco was like, "I'm with you, Leona," you know, like it symbolically it got across what it needed to. Calm Emotions is your better bet. As you do that,
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, as you do that, you see it like look at you without rage for a moment, and like blink, look around, but then instantly just like almost as if it was shock, just goes right back into that trembling position.
Oh shit!
But that trembling is still like it is not attacking, and now you can tell like all of its action is being this trembling, shaking mess, and more ooze is coming out, and like Plink just keeps flashing, follow me, follow me, follow me.
Oh no, but she feels bad and also doesn't like... She doesn't want it to hurt.
It's just the ooze.
I know, but still, she just like sees this animal in pain and she's not okay with this. Also, she's afraid that it might still hurt people.
Kill the thing controlling it, and then we can deal with it.
But there are lots of people... Oh, okay, that's what she's gonna do. She's just going to yell, like, I'm really sorry! But everyone needs to evacuate this party right now!
There's just a moment where there's just a flicker of light, and a green Eladrin in a costume looks over and just goes, once again, and just goes, false alarm, everybody, to me, and then just gives you the look of go now.
Okay.
He's just like, go, I got this. I'm a druid too, you know.
Okay.
And as that happened, he's in, I think spring is the one that lets you do that. So he's in spring, and warping with him is Althea. He's just like, we got the druid team, go.
all right, and then she'll follow. I'm putting my trust in you, and then she follows the others.
Right.
Also, what did you say his costume was?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll come up with it later.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are doing that.
Okay.
You guys all making chase. You head to the spot where you need to be. Yeah. I think eventually there's just a point where you all make it to a clearing in this field out of town, kind of where you first fought the kobolds. Around that same position, Rowan. And you just see a face you remember, but different. You remember Tripweeze, powerful and tall and snide. This is just a haggard old woman. It looks like her energy is spent. And she is clutching the staff, almost leaning on it, as you all just surround her. What do you do?
Going for a punch.
Definitely not a trap, guys. Definitely not. Clearly, her just sitting there in the open. There's probably a pit with spikes under it, directly under where she's standing.
Yeah, sorry, no. Don't do that.
But she's the bad guy.
Yeah, and
This
she's
is
a
also way
smart
too
bad guy.
obvious. I'm gonna
At this
circle
moment,
her.
though, there's just the silver staff just goes gray. It's not even the illustrious, majestic silver that it was before. It just looks like a piece of wood. And she picks up the staff, looks at you, and just goes, "I hope you're happy with yourselves. Ever since I lost the ability to cast with a coven, I've been putting everything into that Yeti, and now you've cut off everything. You've ruined everything."
Well, you were kind of ruining shit for us, so it's hard for me to feel bad.
There's just a pained look instantly. It looks like she just got a headache as she's talking. And just goes, "Well, I suppose we're at an impasse. You don't want to touch me. You think I have something up my sleeve, and I'm going to let you believe that. But also, I'm not in a position to fight myself." So, what are you going to do, heroes?
I just throw a dagger at her. I want to see if she's real.
Alright. Roll that attack.
Oh, so close. 19.
Oh?
It was a 19, but it's plus,
Oh, okay.
Them good
5.
rolls.
Okay, yeah, that definitely is going to hit. Let me check something. Alright, yeah, you throw it, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Of course. I'm gonna roll the shiny dice. I'm gonna use luck. Thanks.
Okay.
Because that was a big ol' 4. That did not help. That is a 7.
Alright, you throw the dagger, but you're stuck in that throwing position. You're just held in place.
There it is.
And the dagger does hit, and she does reel back from that. She's just like, "Look, I will give you one chance." Actually, the dagger doesn't hit her. The dagger hits the staff. She puts it in front of her desperately, and because it's just wood, it splinters in half. And it's just 2 little chunks of wood just fall to the floor, and she just has to stand there, almost pitiful. You're still held in place, but the staff that has been causing most of her magic over ice elements is just gone.
Rowan is just kind of like smiling. Just like, yeah. Not so powerful anymore.
She looks and just goes, "I gave it to something greater."
Oh, I wasn't imagining she said that out loud. I imagined she
she
just
did.
kind of had that look.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you didn't say it out loud. She didn't say that. I thought you.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, for the sake of, I'll just say that she did. She did say that out loud, actually, because
she just looks at all of you and
Sorry.
says, "I will give you one chance. I will leave and never return. All I ask is the ability to leave."
I don't trust that.
I don't trust that at all.
She smiles and just goes, "Well, let me put it this way. I'm making a deal with you. In exchange for my life, you get your town."
I've been taught to not make deals with hags.
Counter deal. We kill you, and then I get to eat a cookie.
Sure.
Caleb
Seems fair to me.
What? Wow. I mean, everything I've learned just went out the window.
You're going to have to say all of that again.
Okay. Caleb would ask the hag, "What's this about? Everything I know about hags went out the window with you three. I thought you were supposed to be clever."
Ooh, insulting.
Any add-ons to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, oh my god, you're right. Hags are typically very subtle in their actions. These hags have been really violent.
Yeah, it doesn't track with your record. I thought for a coven leader you'd be all over that. And she just looks and goes, "Well, when you're given orders, you follow them."
Orders? You mean
What
like
are you?
at a restaurant?
This whole thing, you thought that this whole obvious curse, the giant wolf, all these things, you thought this was a me plan? Give me too little credit.
Is there?
The goal here wasn't victory. The goal was fear.
What?
Think about it. Everything that happened, everything, targeting your prince, making you all sick, making you helpless, making you afraid. This was not about killing you at any point. We could have done that with our eyes closed.
Then why didn't
Big
you?
words from someone begging for their life.
She looks at you and smiles and just goes, "Even in the face of defeat, you gloat. I gotta say, you'd make a good hag."
Whatever you're trying to say, I need you to spit it out right now.
She laughs and just goes, "This wasn't my operation, honey. This wasn't my plan. There are bigger strings being pulled. And I've only been a puppet. I played my role. I got what I got needed to get done. And now, I leave UB, and I return to my home victorious."
No.
Kill her now.
Can we please? Can we?
How about we just kill her? How about we kill her and then someone eats her soul and then we find out what we want to know?
I don't know if we've rolled initiative, but can I please do the druidcraft thing that I've done a couple times where I like wrap her up in lines?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to I want to make sure
clear.
she's not gonna just like poof away.
Sure.
I've learned my lesson.
I need to make this clear. The staff was her magic. She is just a haggard woman with claws.
I'm still gonna wrap her up. Rowan is not letting she's talked about a higher power. Rowan is not gonna learn that lesson twice.
No, for sure. Yeah, she can't resist. No, she's stuck. She's tied up. What do you do?
We're still frozen.
I think at this point you've been busted out.
Oh, good.
But she's just there. She doesn't even fight.
Okay.
She's like, you can, if it'll make you feel better about yourself, please stab away. I've done my part.
Is Hobringer glowing?
It is, but you hear a voice in your head, Leona, a voice you've probably not listened to for a long time, that just kind of whispers, maybe we hear this time. We hear this out this time, at least before we kill her.
Or what? There's nothing left to hear. Can't we just have Lothar
They're just
eat her
like-
soul?
As Leona is talking to herself, Rowan's gonna go up to the witch, kind of just look her in the eye and be like, "What are you talking about? What is this? If you're not the one in charge here, who is?"
She grins and her eye glows red. I think you know.
Rowan like takes a step back, kind of startled.
And she laughs. Sorry. And you feel a pull coming from your shadow friend, like as if it's trying to do something. You can roll to resist, or you can let it do what it's going to do.
Wait. Is it doing something to me?
No, it's basically like, let me do this, and you can say no with a roll if you want. But you can also just go like, do whatever you want to this thing.
I want to know, so I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. You just see the shadow form materialize, that elven form, but without features, walk over, grab, like, remember those neon-colored checkerboard Mardi Gras knives from earlier?
Mm-hmm.
It just makes one in its hand and just plants it in their gut of the hag.
Oh shit!
That's
So-
okay. All right.
My imaginary friend says no, but that one says yes. Great.
As it pulls out, it just looks to Leon. Just a voice that says, do what you must. And it just walks back to Sari and fades away.
I think that I forgot that Rowan's kind of squeamish. I think she sees this witch be stabbed in the gut, and she's just like, "Oh, I feel these cookies."
So if you guys,
Going, Also, I forgot that they were in their party outfits, and now I have to repicture this whole scene with Sari and unicorn slippers.
Oh, you're right.
Oh no.
oh, that was on purpose. That was on purpose.
Oh man,
but yeah,
I forgot they were in costume too.
You are all in costume, and I kid you not, Tripweeze is at your mercy.
Sari takes off one of her slippers and just chucks it at Tripweeze's head.
Okay. She looks at you and just goes, I would love to have stood on a creature of some kind and just ride into you and just destroy everything, but that is not what I'm capable of anymore. You all have rendered me worthless. So,
She throws the other slipper.
all right. She just goes, do it. Prove yourselves heroes. I'm waiting. What do you
I
do?
don't need to prove anything to you. You're a butthead.
Right. See, here's the thing. It's like Andrei is like, she doesn't like being told what to do. So now she's like reevaluating her decision to stab.
Call Lothar.
Rowan's just standing in a corner, like,
Whistling for Coco and calling for Lothar. And just
Sure.
be like,
Because he probably was like your second when it came to guard training, first captain. I think he is very much prone to helping you out. Just appears beside you, just like, is she giving you trouble?
no, it's the opposite. Because of reasons. I'm not going to do a stab, but I was wondering, she knows something we don't know that I think we should know. Can you eat her soul?
He gives her a look like, it's been a long time. And just his hand just grows that familiar like structure that he's used to rend all those other times. This is like,
looking away.
sorry. He just like looks over and just says, at your command.
Let me just, and then she thinks really hard to try to hear that voice again. Just feel like is this all right?
It just listen. There's just a pause and just goes. It will end a long battle. I suppose in this one case, I can set aside my feelings about kill shots and that matter, but I suppose in this specific circumstance, I'll give you a pass.
Great. And it's just like dripping with not disdain, but very close. Just like the essence of an eye roll. Okay.
It just says, don't get snippy with me, Leona. It's been a long time. To you, and I don't. Believe me, I don't like being around in this head of yours all the time. I have to see your thoughts, and not all of them are pretty.
Oh, you're telling me you were so blissfully quiet. Just, why don't you go back to sleep?
Like you just hear his voice get farther and farther away. So it's like, call me if you need me, or if you're finally ready to listen to reason.
Okay, will do. Lothar, go ahead.
He just goes. He looks at you, just blinks, and just goes, "All right then."
Wait. Was Leona talking out loud for that whole bit?
That depends. That's up to Leona, but all that matters
She would look as insane as Sari when talking to Terrakar.
Yeah, it just pulls out the same orb or whatever, and flows in, just shakes around a bit, looks over to you, and just says, "This is a lot more information than you. You're going to need to give me a little time to process it all."
I have all the time in the world.
He just looks to Caleb and just goes, "I suppose this whole thing has been settled then. No hags. No problems. There's just that Yeti to deal with." Caleb just goes, "This feels wrong, but I mean, that was the hag. All right, I guess. Do we keep quiet about this? The town itself has already kind of moved past the whole frost curse epidemic, so we can keep quiet about this, or we can tell everyone. It's up to you." I mean, it could.
Think that people might have a right to know.
I agree. I'm just saying. I think both are good options. I just know that my voice is just as important as the voice of my Night Council. So, final vote here. I vote telling everyone. I don't from it, but I'm willing to listen to dissenting opinion.
Well, I mean, I personally feel like people could use the good news.
Why shouldn't we tell everyone?
All right. I mean, Leona, Andrei?
Our goal was to spread fear, telling everyone we defeated her super easily and saved the town seems like it would go against creating fear. It would dispel fear, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right.
So make us sound really cool.
That is true. Andrei?
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it, I guess.
Flint just sort of chirps up. Win.
Oh.
She robbed us of a battle. Robbed us of a good fight, but whatever.
Caleb's like, all right then, let's go tell everyone the good news. And a lot of you walk off into the town, and Janice and Althea look at Rowan once they enter in, and it's just like, something happened to the Yeti. It just kind of stopped, laid down. We just kind of, Janice warped it over into the rest of the stuff. There's still a few damaged fences and a thrown chair, but for the most part, we're back to normal. Thank God we have a few clerics around.
All right. I mean, just as long as everyone's okay. Do you know where my brother is?
Oh yeah, they're still. Yeah, they're over by the performing tent.
Okay.
I think Janice just goes, "So, what happened?"
We'll tell you later. And then she's gonna rush over to where her brother is.
All right. What did the rest of you guys do?
Sari's eyeing up those cookies again.
All right, gotta go for cookies. All right, so there's Leona.
Just gonna go look for Mason and make sure
say
he's still
anything?
in one piece. Didn't get like laid down on by the Yeti.
Mason walks out from under one of the vendors. Like he jumped behind a vendor, peers out, and just like, "Hey, there's hot dogs here."
Caleb, make them.
Caleb's like, "I am not doing that." Mason's just like,
Right,
"Hey, it's okay." He's just like, "Yay!" Eats one, and just goes, "It's really cold." Caleb just goes, "Were they not cooked at all?" Yes. What?
Oh, you're
Caleb-
like, hopefully it cooks on the way down.
No, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works at all.
Drink a
just,
bunch
like,
of boiling water. Then it'll work.
He nods, just like, "Okay, I'll go get some boiling water."
No,
No.
Don't do that.
No, it's okay. Just wait it out. You'll probably throw up like I did.
Boy,
It's fine.
chaperone.
It's way more pleasant scalding yourself. Comparatively.
To have Sari punch him in the stomach and like give him the Heimlich maneuver. It's like,
Oh no!
Go
Oh, this
for
is
it.
terrible.
Go
This is
for
a
it.
terrible day.
Go for it.
This is a terrible day.
That is a 17.
Oh no.
7 for an unarmed strike. I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, you hit him. You just go right in the gut. Out goes the hot dog, and down goes the tiefling.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to punch you that hard.
He just goes, "No, it's okay. I just have a really poor immune system."
Oh no.
He like
It's like
as he's
death.
lying there, puts a cookie in his mouth, pats him on the head, and walks away.
He's just like, "I'm
It's
still
not
waiting
one
up."
of Caleb's cookies.
Oh, I can roll for that.
No! This is
Oh,
terrible.
it's not.
I
It's
feel
from-
so bad. Okay,
It was
It's
one
not
of Sari's. She would
it's a
not have
Sari.
given to him.
okay.
Not even Rowan's.
I do say, though, in that moment, his tail whiffed the sticky note that you had put on the cookies, saying, like, Mason, don't eat. Just whiffed it off. And so he gets up a little bit, just goes like, "Oh, cookie."
No!
Smack it out of his hand.
Mason!
I'm gonna
Go
smack it out of his
Mason!
hand, grab his shoulder, and
Contain
try to
him.
find Zag. So I can
Just like, "I'm taking you
chaperone.
to your baby."
Yeah,
This man needs to be
babysitter.
contained.
He lives in a cabin in the woods.
He's just like, "Oh no. Did the Yeti come from the direction of my
What did you
cabin?"
do?
No! No! Oh, we'll help build you a new house.
Caleb's like, "It's the third one this week."
Oh no.
Someone please find something to do about this man. Mason. Rowan goes over to Mason. Hey Mason, if you ever need to talk, I'm available. Come
He just goes-
to me.
He's just like, I may not. Maybe a house call isn't the best idea. I tend to not do good at other people's houses.
You're right. We'll find some place. Like, actually, maybe it can be super relaxing. We'll just go somewhere out in the woods. Have a nice talk.
Maybe not the woods. Maybe not the woods. That's where bears live.
The woods are worth things.
Fuck. Okay. So find some place. Do some meditation or something.
We'll find 4 padded walls.
Oh.
We'll cast the banish spell repeatedly.
We need better bubble wrap.
Boy.
We need better bubble wrap.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a hard one, isn't it?
So all of you guys are just congregating around at the party. You guys have actually. Let me ask this: have you guys started like sharing stories of your victories, your fights, your wins?
I mean,
With who?
I guess, yeah.
Anything. I think as people are hearing you talk, you're just like people are excited that at least they know the three hags are dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably more partying from that, and at one point, Caleb walks over to all of you and just goes like, I mean, Tripoli felt anticlimactic, but I get the sense that that's because whenever Lothar gets what he's getting, that there's more to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think we're out of the woods just yet. He then looks over at like Mason's just like, maybe that was a bad metaphor.
I think I also want to mention, I think that something that I didn't mention when Rowan like gave her speech is Rowan worked as kind of like a counselor, but I think she's come to the realization now that like there's a lot that she herself doesn't know. And so she's kind of, for the time being, put that aside to become an adventurer and is now just kind of like, if anyone wants to like talk to me, you know?
Yeah. Leona, that voice in your head just goes, well, wasn't the way you wanted it, but you saved the town. You're see, everyone was right.
Same thing if I would have just stabbed her.
He's just like, I am trying my best to keep you on the path to your destiny. I don't understand why you keep pushing away.
Oh, because it's boring.
He
You
just-
can't train someone to fight their whole life and then go, don't fight. No fighting.
He's like, the time will come, but until then, you must keep yourself perfected.
Oh, she's just eyeing Caleb's cookies now, and she's just like, oh, maybe I can just purge it. Maybe I can just purge the voice. Oh, maybe.
He's just like, don't you dare.
She's playing a game of chicken with what looks like herself, like picking up a cookie, looking at it.
Pretty close
Each
there.
time she picks it up, it's like,
Leona,
no.
what are you doing? You what happened?
An argument.
Each time it's
With
like,
your-
no,
what?
how dare I love this. There's just like 2 minutes of Leona just tormenting her angelic guy.
Rowan's so confused. Like she's afraid that she has another like Sari situation on her hands. Just like
Yeah, everyone in the crew can talk to a voice in their head.
Sari's just like,
Andrei is just squinting, like,
Andrei, as
What
you're
is
just hanging out at the party, there's a moment where you're approached by Sylvester, your mousefolk buddy, who just walks over to you and just goes, why didn't you save it for me? Love to got my hands on that final hag.
it was rather uneventful, actually. I don't think you would have gotten much enjoyment out of that fight.
I see. The old, I'm trying to prove a point by trying to be, like, trying to pull some shit on you, villain.
More or less.
I see. Well, all I can say is you got to remember you were in... He's just thinking about it. He's like, you helped us with the Minlock. There's that. And Nath walks up. What he's trying to say is that you've done good.
Thank you.
He nods and just goes, so, big party. You, have... He's like, me and Zacharias are going to hang out with Sylvester and everyone. What are you gonna do? Just don't see you as the dancing type. I didn't actually suspect you'd be here.
Hold on, how much use for that? Well, there's been a lot going on. I figured it would not kill me to try and have fun. I guess.
He nods and just goes, well, I'll tell you something I've learned in I walked into your lives losing the people I was close to. And just by being open, I gained new people I'm close to. Maybe being open's not so bad.
Oh,
At
I
that,
really want to
Andrei just-
imagine that, like, he says that and is, like, holding Zagreus' hand or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think as he says that, Andrei just kind of looks at where Sari and Rowan and Leona are standing and just kind of smiles to herself. Huh? I think maybe you
Aw.
might be right.
He just goes, give it a shot. You might be surprised. There's a beat where like you guys just enjoy your party. Rowan, you get a chance to talk to your brother. Yeah. So what would you say? Not for too long because he has a set, but you got like a minute.
Oh, okay.
He would
I
probably
think-
tell you that like we could totally, you know, I do have a set. No,
Yeah, I haven't seen you in so long.
he just smiles and just says, "I know it's been pretty crazy. I should have sent you a letter, but ever since that half elf took over, I'm almost not sure that you're getting the mail on time." You just see it run past. It's like, I'm doing the best.
Like, I think Rowan just kind of doesn't really know, like, what to say. Like,
I think he just gives you. I think as you're just standing there, he just kind of gives you a hug because like it's good to see you, and I'm glad you're having a good time. I see all your new friends. I'm hearing stories. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, neither did
You
I.
of all people.
Rowan just, like, is trying so hard, like, not cry. Just hugging her brother, like...
If he notices, there's no one else here. No one to judge you. You're good.
Yeah, she's just very, like, tearful hugging him.
I think just in that moment, the other three guards look over at you. It's like the half elf in the middle just kind of goes, "You know, we heard about what you've been doing here, and gotta say, I'm impressed. I've got a bit of a sore spot with adventuring groups, but it's good to see that some are doing some good out there."
I'm excited because Shay knows exactly.
So does Rev.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Rowan's, like, not used to getting this kind of praise for, like,
He just sort of
doing
says,
something cool.
He just kind of says, "Can I give you a word of advice?
Sure.
Don't do it because you want people to call you out. Do it because it's kind. Do it because it's good."
Trying my best.
He smiles and just goes, "That's all I needed to know." When you start doing it for praise or worship, you start making mistakes and choosing to forego the kind thing, the honorable, or the proud thing. And maybe that's not always the best way to go.
Mm.
He
I
then
know
just,
some people who might need that advice a little.
he just kind of smiles and just goes, now you have it. You can give it. That's the good thing about him.
Oh, well, thank you.
He nods.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, sorry, where are my manners? My name's Lynn. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Lynn.
He shakes your hand and just goes, "Now, I hate to drag you away from your brother so soon. Maybe when all this is over, we can stick around for a little bit, and you guys can catch up. But we do have another set. I'm really sorry."
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I'm sorry.
He
That's
just hears that
all
all the way. What a strange elf.
I'm a gnome. Why does everyone keep calling me an elf?
Keep telling yourself that. Just looks to your brother and just kind of gives the simple, "All right, come on, we got to set this show. We got a show to go on." And just gives your brother gives you another hug and just goes like, "I'll see you later. All right,
All right, you're really good, by the way.
thank you." And there's just a bit where after you out, sort of meet up in the middle with Caleb again. He just goes, think even though maybe we get the killer fight we wanted, it was a good day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wholesome, and I want to talk to Zag now.
All right, go for it.
He's having like your touching moment, and meanwhile, yeah, Leona just like sidles up to Zag and Nath. They're still together, right?
Oh yeah,
Like hanging out. Great. She pushes Mason into Zag. It's like, he's your problem now. I'm going to talk to your boyfriend for a second.
Nath just kind of goes like, "Is this child care?"
She pulls Nath aside for a second. Just goes, just so you know, yeah, Zag did a shite job of, training the entire army and the guards. We're working on it. But
Oh no!
But he's a good boy. Shay, shush.
I'm sorry.
He's a good boy. I am looking for a little assistance, maybe. And I heard you are good with your sword. How are you with someone else's? And she grins at him.
Nath has a red face, but goes, "I can work with it."
Oh jeez.
Good, then it was worth it. And then she just walks away.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I was just saying oh no because I'm going to like be mean to Zag in front of Nathan. I was like, no, Zag likes him. Why would you do that? That's mean. But sorry for that.
Ye have little faith. God.
As you guys are all just Mason runs up to you. I never thought I'd be a guard. Zagreus told me I could do whatever I want if I put myself to it, but you taught me how to swing a sword and not hurt myself. So, thank you. That was great.
Aw, you're welcome. It was surprising you started with holding it upside down, but we worked on it.
Yeah, I see. When people tell me it's the blunt end, that's what I thought it meant.
Oh, honey.
It's like, what is blunt? Caleb just goes. Caleb chuckles a little bit at what is blunt. He's just like, I mean, it's not wrong. He's just like, all right, let's back into the castle. Maybe get you guys washed up because you do have some Yeti fur on you, and we'll come back just in time for the judging of the costume contest. It's always my favorite part. And as he opens the door to the castle, if you guys step in, Mason's like, "Can I come? I have a lot of damage to my costume." Cam's like, "Oh, honey, you need a costume." What are you saying? You need a costume. All right, let's get you one before everything. And as he closes the door, and you just are in the castle hall, there's just a white light around all of you, and Mason goes, "Oh, I have told you about that. I forgot to mention this whole time. There's been like this white light. It's been like around, shows up in places. It's really pretty, but I guess it's now."
What?
And Caleb's like, "I guess that's great," and you just feel like, I guess, when you stand in one of those tornado chambers?
No?
What is happening?
But like, like high winds. You feel high winds as this light surrounds all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you blink, just the light gets really big, and you have to blink to like not get blinded by it. And you're not in the castle anymore.
Oh.
You're on a city street.
That's normal.
And Mason's on the floor.
Of course.
Concern?
Excuse me?
You all take a moment to just read into your surroundings, and you just hear someone just go, "What are those costumes?" And you just see a big minotaur in red and white armor look down at all of you.
What?
Brent?
What?
Oh, hello.
That looks Rakdos to me.
What?
What?
Get him! And just 5 human men charge at you with lances.
Oh my god!
Finally,
No!
finally a party.
No, where, who? What is this place?
You guys are just backing up, and you hit like the wall of a building, and purplish hand just busts out, and you see an elven man, dark elven, I guess, almost drow like. He looks out and just goes, "You brought the Legion here? Of course. Never trust your assistant with your own work." He looks at all of you and just says, "Well, don't just stand there like idiots. Come with me if you want to not get skewered."
I'd want to not get skewered.
All
I
of you
followed him.
Skewering?
He just put Leona's out like both swords out like, yes, finally. Gets pulled in. She's like, tease. And you just hear banging on the door. It's just like, great, now the Boros Legion is onto me. Wonderful.
The what?
5 meters, and that's all it would have taken. Ugh. People. He looks over at all of you and just like, are you even the right crew? Then his eyes kill and just goes, oh, okay, cool. Oh, you're the taggers on. I knew I should have lowered the range on the device.
Who are you?
What is happening?
Please
Where
tell
are
me what you're talking about.
He looks over. I'm him.
Who?
And
What?
he's pointing at Killam. I'm him, but not.
He's him. What are you talking
So
about?
you're
What?
not
Oh.
Caleb.
You really don't know what's going on, do you?
Everyone is not Caleb, except for Caleb.
He opens like a window and sprawling. There are small bricks flying around the way an eagle or a bird might. There's humans and walking streets next to giants. There are centaurs and minotaurs. People. You see a man with crab hands just meandering through casually. And bears of colors, greens and blues, reds and blacks just adorn these buildings.
Fun town.
He smiles and just goes,
anymore.
He smiles and just goes, far from it. Welcome to Ravnica, friends.